Hi, I'm Sujay, one of the co-founders here at Dream Basketball Academy, and I also run all the operations and I'm the CEO of the company.
Okay, so can you tell us about how DBA began?
So DBA, I think it was something we've all, as kids growing up playing basketball, something we had all dreamed of. And basically Prithvi, we have three partners here, myself, Prithvi and Jaipal. So basically Prithvi was someone who pursued the sport professionally, while me and Jaipal played districts and nationals growing up, but we didn't think there was too much opportunity in the sport, so we stopped. And then Prithvi had gone and explored the sport in different countries and done a lot of big things in basketball and come back here. And then she just brought it up with us saying, why not set up a facility where we can help the next generation get the services and facilities we haven't, which will help them grow in the sport and hopefully make it bigger than just India, make it to the NBA or WNBA, which is our ultimate goal here.
Okay, so when did Prithvi first come to you guys with this idea? Which year was this?
So Prithvi and Jaipal worked with in Jaipal's apartment called Indu and ran a camp for a couple of months, maybe back in 2020 or 2019. And then post-COVID, early 2021, Prithvi had come to me while I was post-COVID. So basically I was doing nothing, but I was working previously. He'd come to me pitching the idea. I wasn't totally bought in initially because I didn't know if there was enough money in it and if I could leave it. But honestly, I'm fully bought in now because I see the scope. And so basically, since 2021, we'd been looking for places, and then we finally found the ideal spot here in Madhapur.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about Madhapur? Like, what kind of area is this? Like, for people who are not familiar with Hyderabad.
It's pretty much centrally located in Hyderabad. I think everyone would have heard of Cyber Towers, which is one of the iconic spots in Hyderabad. It's like a 5-minute to 10-minute walk from there. So it's ideally located for everyone to access in Hyderabad.
Okay, and okay, fine, you had this idea, you found a location, but then take us through that entire process of what's it like to visualize and design or even get the land. I mean, how does all this work?
So I think the luckiest part for us is it's three of us co-founders, but we have an entire team behind us with Dinesh, Vinay Kotari and a couple of my friends who are into architecture and design and everything. So I think it was very much a collaborative effort, with Prithvi obviously having inputs from his experiences in Europe and America. So our basic idea was to provide a facility which had both an indoor court as well as a gym, so that the students can work both on their strength and conditioning as well as their game, which is, I feel, something which is majorly lacking in India, the understanding of weight training and the importance of it in a sport like basketball.
Okay. So are all the players embracing weight training now? Because see, there's this stereotype that, younger players should not be doing weight training. I mean, how do you have this come up from parents? Have they expressed concern? Should my child be doing weight training? How do you have navigated that?
Yeah, that's definitely a concern a handful of parents do raise, because there's a huge stigma around weight training and that. But I mean, we have educated coaches who we just make the parents have a chat with the coaches, and they just get them a little better informed on what the situation is and how it isn't as big of a deal and it doesn't stifle their growth and everything. So we start them off slowly with a little lighter weights and everything, and then we make them progress slowly, and there's coaches always around them, so the parents are comfortable with it and they don't have that issue.
Okay, and coming to the design of this academy, right? I obviously saw there's some beautiful murals on Prithvi's journey, photographs of him in different, parts of his career. Can you take us through the design of this place? I also see like this wall here on the right with all these NBA, and on the left we have the international stars. So what is your thought process of the design of this place?
So our basic idea was we wanted to create a basketball community as much as we wanted an academy. We want a place where everyone feels like they can come and they feel like it creates an atmosphere that really wants you to step it up. So our idea with Prithvi's journey was to make people understand that people from here can make it too. It isn't an impossibility. Okay. He's gone to the G League and gone to Europe and played and everything. And he's done that with a lack of facilities back in the day. So now that you have every facility you need, it's all on you to put in the effort and use our guidance to achieve big things in the sport.
Okay, so have there been, is your academy now showing results? Have there been others who have come up and played for Telangana and India? Can you tell us a few names?
Yeah, we've had quite a few people, I think, play for Telangana and districts, obviously even more numbers. We've had maybe a good 15 to 20 people at least represent Telangana in this year itself. And very recently, one of our students called Netra played under 16 Saba for India, which is one of, I think, our initial goals with setting up the academy was to help someone make it to India at the very least. So it's a start. I wouldn't say we've achieved everything, but it's a start, and we'd love to see more names from our academy and every other academy play in Europe and other places as well, not just India.
Okay, and coming to the academy itself, how many kids do you train regularly, or overall, if you have the complete number?
So overall, we've been open since December 2022, which is about 2.5 years now. We've trained nearly maybe 3,000 students in our home facility, which is the one on 100 feet road, Madhapur, and we've opened in a couple of other communities and apartments and schools as well, where we do train quite a few others.
Okay.
But yeah, on a regular basis, maybe on a monthly basis, we have a good 200 students combining all our facilities together.
Okay, and so, it's one thing to have the vision, but then to see it through and execute it. So what's your message to others, right? Because Hyderabad is still one of the more sort of developed cities of India. So there may be others, like former players, who are thinking of setting up modern academies like this in different parts of India. So if you have like a checklist or something, like what should the do's and don'ts to set up an academy like this?
You should understand, if you are setting up an indoor facility, it will be a bigger investment. But you should just trust the process. I guess if you do show the results, parents, word of mouth is the main thing that helps a sport like in a coaching system, I feel.
Okay.
And if you do provide good training to people and others see the output in tournaments, of course, the numbers will obviously grow with that.
Okay.
So I think an indoor academy, you definitely need to set up, but you also need to weigh the pros and cons of the area and everything before understanding what kind of investment you need to make. But definitely now, after getting into it, what I understand is any coaching service, if you provide the right facilities and the right coaching, you can make money in it as well as help people grow in it. So it's nourishing to the soul and your pocket, so you can't ask for anything else.
Okay.
My name is Idhay.
Okay, how old are you?
I think I'm 8 years old.
You're not sure, is it?
No, I am actually 8 years old.
So when did you first start playing here at DBA?
It's been a few weeks, few months.
I guess 2 months.
Yeah, so I found out about DBA because so there was this one tournament happening here, some intercollegiate tournament where they were these clubs sort of a thing. So I saw that tournament update somewhere and I came to watch that tournament. That's when I got to know that there's an indoor court near to the house.
Okay.
So then I came and asked. So then I was asking him to take up basketball during summer vacation.
Okay.
But he was reluctant. By the end of summer vacation, he said, yes, now I want to join basketball because he saw a Japanese anime related to basketball.
Okay.
So he saw that Japanese anime and he's like, yeah, basketball is interesting. Even though I used to watch NBA, he was not interested. It's been really great, he's been learning fast and he's very excited to even go for that tournament which is happening right now, the Telangana Pro Basketball League. The pre-season tournament. Yeah. We went for the first match yesterday.
So what do you like about basketball?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
What do you
But
like the best?
What do you like the
Dunking.
best? Huh?
Dunking.
You can dunk already?
No.
He likes dunking.
He likes. Okay, how are the coaches here at DBA? Are they very strict? Very.
One of them is.
Tell me who. Tell me the name.
I don't know the name.
Okay, so but how important is it for you? You mentioned that you were not expecting indoor court. So can you tell us, in your playing days versus now, how has things changed and how has facilities improved?
So actually, when I was playing, I started with an outdoor court. But luckily, because I am not from Telangana, I am from Kerala. So in Kerala, in my hometown Cochin, I had an indoor court very close to my house.
RSC?
Yeah, Regional Sports Center. So I grew up playing in RSC. So basically indoor courts are really good. Coaching is improved. I think even the skills, for example, he's now introduced to this game at 7 or 8 year old. And many kids are there of the same age group. I don't think I even picked up a ball during 7 or 8 year old. So that's wonderful. So there are a lot of plus points with this being there. And it's very central to the city, so that's very accessible to everyone. Timing is also kind of comfortable. Everyone, it feels very professional and very nice also the way they conduct. So I feel everything's super positive compared to where we were, many years back.
Okay.